Hi everyone, my name's Jen Cassidy and I'm a recent Longwood graduate, and I am now an 8th grade English teacher at Oscar Smith Middle School in Chesapeake, Virginia. The day that you're watching this is actually my first day of school, and I would have just been getting out of class, so I didn't think that I'd be able to Skype you today. But I'm super excited that Dr. Uday asked me to make a little video, make a little blurb about things that I learned in the English education program and things that I thought that you guys should know as you're going into this program, or if you're on the border of choosing this program, which you should choose this program. If you have any interest in teaching English education, I highly recommend it. I think Longwood offers us the best resources in general. I love it. Longwood University is the best. But Longwood's English education program really has my heart, and I think that they have prepared me the best that they could. I don't think that I could be more prepared going into my first year of teaching. When I was at Longwood, I was fortunate enough to be able to be published, and I worked on a research project with Dr. Uday. And that really helped me get into the depths of analyzing different pieces of education literature, education journals, and then also just diving deeper into English education and what that really means. Studying English education at Longwood also gave me the opportunities to go out into the field and realize or witness what English education really is within my practicums. I was able to observe, I think I did a lot of high school because I thought I wanted to teach high school. But then when I went to middle school for my student teaching, I loved it. The 6th graders are my favorite. But middle school and high school students, they have different needs. And if you like to be a coach and a cheerleader for people, I highly recommend secondary English, yes, but secondary education, because those students need a cheerleader and they need you. They want to succeed and they want to grow, but sometimes they don't always have the tools. And you're there in their corner reminding them, like, you're needed here, you're wanted here, I want to see you do well. And it's important to realize that writing is writing across the board, and it's important to tell your students that, well, you write all the time, you text your friends, don't you? Or you're posting on Instagram, I know you are. Or maybe they're on Twitter too. There's so many different platforms that these students are expressing themselves. And that door shouldn't be closed just because they're stepping into school. They're writing everywhere. And they just don't see it as forms of writing. But it is. They're just using different forms of language almost. So when you step into my classroom, I want you to write in standard English, and I want you to use punctuation. But I don't want your thoughts to be limited. Make them school appropriate, of course. But I want my classroom to feel like a safe place where you can explore your thoughts and ideas. I want to hear them. I want to be your audience. And I want to explore those different ideas together. And that's one thing that you can do with middle and high school. I highly recommend teaching secondary. Studying English education at Longwood, I was able to get involved in different research, especially with Dr. Uday. And those opportunities really helped me realize the different levels that really go into English education. Like, it doesn't just stop in the classroom. You have professors across the country who are trying to work on perfecting a great curriculum that all of us English teachers can use. And I think that is so awesome that there's such a huge community. And sometimes you just think, oh, English, like that's just literature and writing. No, there's so many different aspects to it. There's reading, and your students are going to be in all different levels of reading levels. Grammar. Dr. Uday is a huge grammar person, right? And we love grammar, but grammar is hard to teach. So it's awesome that there are people who are working on perfecting these curriculums that I get to bring in my classroom and help grammar become more fun for students and not this intimidating thing that it's come out to be. Any advice I'd give to English education students is to definitely teach English education. It's a great major. I loved every minute of it. But one thing that I would encourage you to do is to explore different practicums. Go and watch different teachers teach. When your professor asks you to go and really reflect on a class that you're observing, really do it. And think about, like, oh, I would like to do this in my classroom. And not in a critical way, but just to really reflect and say, okay, well, I think that this works, but I think that I would like to do it this way because this fits my personality better. Teaching is not a lonely road. There are so many different ways to do it, and there are so many people who want to help you. utilize them. Every time that you're in a practicum with a teacher, ask for resources. Keep in touch with them. I reach out to mine every once in a while and I let them know what I'm doing. And it's always awesome because I know that I could go to them if I needed something like, oh, well, you were really great at this when I was observing you or I was working with you. Would you be able to help give me some resources or direct me to someone that could help me? Or maybe you know a textbook that I could go and read. And to never stop learning. You never know too much and you're never done learning. I learn something new every day. And just this past week, doing Teacher Work Week, there's so many things that go into being a teacher that I had no idea about. But I'm so excited for every challenge that's about to come. And my students aren't even here yet. That's where the real challenge is being able to present my lessons and make English come alive. But I'm so excited for it, and I'm so thankful that I studied English education at Longwood. Thanks so much, guys. I hope this was helpful and insightful, and you'll be great. Have a great year. Bye.